Hey everyone, this is BluJay. Welcome to my 8th episode of my Let's Play of Mass Effect. In the last episode, we were supposed to hop on our amazing starship, the Normandy, and try to hunt down the former Spectre Saren, who has wandered somewhere into a part of the galaxy called the Traverse. But we ended up getting lost in the Citadel. Thankfully, I have figured out where we have to go to find our ship. Again, for the third time, I'd like to apologize for wasting everyone's time last episode. But, Huh? Hey there.
Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
I'm not interested. How do you know me?
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're
Oh god, it's like a game of like Mafia or something.
I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
Yeah, why are you interested in this?
What do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures, but their business
Dodging
practices
dancer,
have forced me to
beating around the
terminate
bush.
Our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
What did they do?
What crime did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
You know what? I mean, should I do it or I'll do it.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates.
I don't know if I made the right decision.
Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Whoa, Renegade? Renegade? What do you mean? Renegade, like... Okay, for some reason I gained Renegade points. Even though I didn't really do anything. Oh, Keeper. Even though I didn't do anything. But, oh well. Scan that. But I figured out where we need to go to go to the Normandy, so... Wait. Which way was it? No.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism.
Go away.
The statue you see before
Wait,
you
what?
was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars.
The Rachni
In
Wars.
the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
I'm sorry to waste your guys' time again, but I'm going to see what this
Tell
is
me more
about.
about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council.
That's cool.
Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other
Just
Council
because they've
species.
had too many
The
babies?
Krogan
Seriously?
rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
It does sound like a vicious cycle. The Rachni, you need the Krogan to take out the Rachni, then you need the Turians to take
You
out...
needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni.
Exactly.
Then you needed the
yeah.
Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's going to stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
I feel awkward discussing this when I have a Krogan and a Turian with me, like literally standing right behind me. This is an awkward conversation. But we'll ask about the memorial
Why did the
statue.
Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten.
Yeah,
The
it's true.
Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
I'm not gonna say it served them right. I mean, I want to see what they say, even though I don't really believe this.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
Oh my god, man, Rex is just like staring at me.
But
I feel bad
judgment
now.
of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Oh, I think that's it.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Did I miss one? I don't know. I've wasted enough time here. Where's fast travel? Where's a fast travel station? Map. Fast travel is that way. Okay. Apparently, the way to the Normandy, which is our ship, is actually through the CSEC area. It's through the CSEC Academy. And strangely enough, that's where we have to go. I did not know this. There's an elevator that you're supposed to take to go there. Wrong way. Wards. CSEC. Yeah, that's apparently where it is. So I've wasted a lot of time, and I believe it's not this one. I believe this elevator is. Wait, what? No. There was an elevator in here. I know it takes us somewhere. The docking bay. That's it. That's the elevator we're looking for. This elevator goes to the docking bay. I think this is the elevator we're looking for. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wasn't there some kind of like requisitions officer or something? CSEC offices. No. I'm gonna check out this requisitions officer's place real fast. I just want to see which one is me. Like, I am going over there, right? Yeah. Because apparently, I remember when we became a Spectre, they said go and talk to these people because you get new stuff now.
Hello, Commander.
I need supplies.
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre. Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
I'm done. No.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Yeah, we get the Coolster. Holy crap, look at that price tag. 313,000. Forget that. That is a bull poop right there. What is this? I don't know what that is, but that's cool. Either way, let's stop screwing around here in the Citadel and just get on with this. I don't want to keep you guys sitting here forever. Docking bay, let's go.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
I know we have a few side quests, I believe, to do. I think I'll be doing those side quests first before I do the main story mission. You guys can let me know in the comments below if you guys think I should do the story missions first and then go back and do the side quests later. I don't know. I'm doing the side quest first because I'm afraid that something might change in the story later on and we won't be able to do these side quests. So I prefer to do them just as I go. So for now, I'm just going to do the side quests first and then I'll focus on the rest of it. And you guys can tell me if you don't want that. Oh, here's Ambassador Dina.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
What? No!
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well.
What's going on? No.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down,
I like
sir?
Captain Anderson.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Is there more to
Come clean
this?
with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, sir. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What went wrong?
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
You can count on me.
Won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
With the Reapers.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Alright. We can do this.
Stop.
Yeah, we will.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni.
Oh, I remember Liara.
She was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I'll start there.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll be careful.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
So you okay?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Siggy. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
So... You Saren
Tell me what happened
past?
with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Senate. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance. Just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
So why hide this?
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm assuming Saren
I'm
messed
guessing
it up.
things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
What's the deal with? That's a little extreme.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Why did you get blamed?
Saren
You didn't
caused
set
the
it off.
explosion.
Yeah.
How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
It wasn't your fault.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
Yeah.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Isn't fair.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the council was going to listen to?
Good point.
Me or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Forget about it, man.
The only thing I care about is stopping Sara.
You're right. It's no good living like that.
Wait, what?
I want to know the truth about you.
Ah, crap. No, 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 no,
The plan was simple.
The only thing I care
You're right.
about is
no. Yeah, let's
I
go.
should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
All right. Let's get moving. I'm assuming this is our ship, right? Alright, we're on the Normandy again. It's awesome.
Stand by, shore
Oh.
party. Decontamination in progress.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics.
Wow,
Just watch your
yeah.
back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
I'm ready.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Yeah, we
on this
are.
ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
I'm gonna be honest with them. They keep on putting their lives on the
This
line
is
for me.
Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Humanity's gotta do its part.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
And he will be ready for us.
Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Everyone's counting on us.
Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. The Captain will be proud.
I won't let him
The
down.
Captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
That's right. That's the spirit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Should we talk to... Oh, look outside. Can we look outside? Oh, cool. Didn't get anything from it.
Commander, something you need?
How's the ship doing?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but
He's a
average.
little cocky now, isn't he?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance.
Very cocky.
Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I didn't mean to
Sorry,
insult you.
Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Krogan syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
How'd you get your nickname?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Yeah.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in the flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Were you unhappy over there?
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I mean, did they make fun of him for it?
I need to know more about this Krogan syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what caused it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
So how do you do your
You're not gonna
job?
break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
Let's change
I'm not
topics.
trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Let's investigate. Personal
How'd you
history?
end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Think we're
I
done?
have to go.
Alright, see ya.
He seems really chill, but he seems to know what he's doing, so I'm happy. And there's Navigator Presley. We'll have a word with him. Hey. Hello. Yo. Can we talk? This is your commander. Did you not hear my amazing speech earlier? No? Very well. Oh well. Let's see. Seems to be a lot of. Oh, here's Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just looking for a little personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal briefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things a little better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. We were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
It's
We'll
true.
talk another time, Lieutenant.
He sounds kind of like stoned. Commander? Dude. Commander. I don't know. It sounds weird to me. Can we replenish our med gel? Oh well. Looks like we have that. We need grenades, I think.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
She sounds so
How well do you
civilized.
know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission.
Oh,
Tends to
I've
keep to
already
himself.
talked to her about this. Never mind,
Maybe-
never mind.
goodbye,
I've
Commander.
already spoken to her about all of this. There's nobody in here. I think someone does sit in there later on. I'm not sure though. I think this is the officer's quarters, I think. Whoa, what's that? Personal manual. I think all this info just goes in my codex. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time and just like read that because I already wasted enough time as is. Sleeper pod. That's cool. Can't really. I'm just going through around and talking to other crew members because that is an important part of the story. That's one thing I remember very clearly from Mass Effect in general. We're gonna try going in here. It's so slow. There we go. Oh wow, everybody's down here.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
Oh, thank
What
you.
can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Very talkative.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Come on.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turian almost wiped out our entire race. That was
I don't know why I found that funny. It just got awkward fast. Yeah.
They tried the same with us. We fought them on.
It's not the same.
It isn't?
Seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
Wait, what?
An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth?
And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I see your
I
point.
suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I'm sorry.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us.
The genophage?
That's what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
Wow.
Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why not?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
I don't know.
Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credit? They'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
But extinction.
Are people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So...
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Sounds rough.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Wow, I felt like I kind of pissed him off a little bit. It's Ashley.
Commander?
What are we
What's your
doing?
opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
That we saved your unit?
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Don't blame yourself. At least she has that survivor's guilt.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't.
Okay, I was trying... Alright, fine, she got me. But, can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Alright, sure.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Alright, cool. So anyone... Oh, here's Garris.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life in CSEC.
That's my favorite character right here, so...
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your own way. In CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Well, I suppose it isn't that bad.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate
It was a tough decision.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Depends,
if getting
man.
the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not bad. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
I hope it didn't hurt his feelings. These things always come out more aggressive than I mean them to. Anyone who knows me in real life will probably say I'm a pretty chill person. Oh, is this some kind of car? Is it A rover, or I don't know. Anybody? Alliance requisitions officer to purchase.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
What have we?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind pay.
Pay you?
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell,
True
the
enough.
licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Licenses. Didn't I buy a bunch of those?
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands.
I think I already bought
Many
a few
of the best
ones.
licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
But
What do the
manufacturers.
different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
But new items.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what he's got.
You bet, Commander.
Wow, he has some crazy gear. Metagel upgrade. Well, I'll buy that. I think we definitely need one of those. Solaris, Amp, Kessler. These things look expensive. No way. Oh, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell anything. Oh, I leveled up too. Is there anything else? Is there anyone else we need to talk to? Tali. Oh, we haven't spoken to Tali. Where is she? There's no other doors. Oh. There's someone back here. Does the map show who's who? Yeah, it does. It shows who's who. Engineer Adams.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
Is she bothering you?
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
She's useful.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for talent, Commander. But I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up. Unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
So we're invisible.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light
Oh,
travel?
FTL's faster than light
Breaking up
travel.
FTL, blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the one.
We'll throw the
Where else have you served, Adams?
You name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers, right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more
Yeah,
about
let's
the
know a
Normandy.
little bit more about Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Tantalus, like you can't reach it if you don't want to, like the Greek character?
Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on,
Think
Adams.
Aye,
we're done.
aye.
So do we have to... Oh, there's Tali. Over here.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Oh, this ship is
The
special.
Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
So you're in its
I had no idea
technology.
you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can.
Sounds harsh.
Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the get.
It's 300 years
Your
ago.
fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel.
So they're
But
relatively
some things we
self-sufficient.
just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
What about the
Tell me about your
Quarians?
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Like?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their
So
breaking
basically,
point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
the Conclave?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So you're democratic.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that,
So it's kind of like checks and balances, I guess.
it's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Oh, what about the pilgrimage you keep talking about?
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always
Can a
accept
captain
it?
choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a
So you
such
can't just, you know,
It's not the best way to
half-heartedly
make a
do
good
it.
impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Sounds dangerous, though.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer.
Okay.
Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Change topics.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Talk about the Geth.
I want to know more about
the Geth for this will end the
I
episode.
doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Let's hear about that.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Isn't AI research illegal?
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously creates
So are they all
unstable
connected?
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
So sort of like a hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious.
Okay. Makes a little more sense.
But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
So, a little confusing.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract.
So they got started getting smarter.
The Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose?
Don't
As
know.
you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Why? I mean, I already know,
I don't see
but
what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual
yeah, I already knew that answer. I just wanted to hear what she had to say.
But it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
So, guess they defended themselves.
Can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed.
So they
much further
the
than anyone
Quarians
anticipated.
underestimated them.
The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld.
Sounds harsh.
Death would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Because they defended
It's
themselves.
hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
Not really. It's more difficult, I guess. It's not black and white. I can't really say who's right or wrong in that.
If we had not acted, they
What do you
would have
guys
wiped us
think,
out.
actually?
They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Not everyone.
They didn't kill Sara.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop them.
Makes sense, I guess. Alright, I think this video has already gotten very long, so I'm just gonna leave Tali here. With that, I am going to get that bit of experience there, and I'm going to cut this video off. This thing has almost went across 46 minutes. It's my longest video. I hope I don't do any more videos this long again. But again, I'm sure that this episode was not that exciting because it was mostly talking and stuff, but as always, if you like what you saw, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.